Python Mutagen?
A Python module for handling audio metadata.
What is Mutagen?
Mutagen is a Python module used for audio metadata handling.
What audio file formats does Mutagen support?
It supports numerous audio file formats like ASF, FLAC, MP4, MP3, Monkeys Audio, Newspack, OGG Opus, OGG FLAC, OGG Speaks, OGG Fiora, OGG Vorbis, True Audio, Wavepack, OptimFrog, and AIFF audio files.
What versions of ID3 tags does Mutagen support?
Mutagen supports all versions of ID3 tags and covers all standard ID3 v2.4 frames. Mutagen even has the capability of reading string headers to accurately calculate the bitrate and length of MP3s. It can also manipulate OGG streams on an individual packet/page level.
Is Mutagen dependent on any other software outside Python standard library?
Mutagen works efficiently on Python 3.7+, CPython and PyPy, on Linux, Windows, and macOS, and does not have any dependencies outside of the Python standard library. Mutagen is licensed under the GPL version 2 or later.
How can I install Mutagen?
Installing Mutagen is simple. You can either use a command to install it using
Where do I get Mutagen?
Mutagen can be found and downloaded on GitHub or the download page or PyPI. You can check out the Git repository by using the command.
What operating systems does Mutagen support?
The software is supported on Linux, Windows, and macOS.
What does Mutagen provide that other tagging libraries do not?
Mutagen has a simple API, which is the same across all tag formats and versions. It is differentiated from other tagging libraries due to the fact that it is easy to modify and add new file formats and frame types, and that extensions can be added to change the behavior of current formats.
What are Mutagen's most advanced features?
Mutagen supports 1. Multiple values. 2. Unicode. 3. Freeform keys and other advanced features from the start. 4. Mutagen's API easily integrates into Python's built-in types and interfaces. 5. It supports all ID3 v2 versions and ID3 v2.4 frames, including less common ones such as POPM or RVA2. 6. Automated testing is taken very seriously, with all bug fixes committed with a test that prevents them from recurring, and new features being committed with a full test suite.
How many types of MP3 files can Mutagen load, and how effectively?
Mutagen can load almost all MP3 files, and has even been used in a way to force Mutagen to load any MP3 when it hasn't been able to do so. Scripts are included with Mutagen, so you can test the same way for your collection.
What are some projects that make use of Mutagen for tagging?
Mutagen works across various projects like Xfalso and Quadlibet, a flexible tagger and player, Beats, a music library manager and MusicBrainz tagger, Picard, cross-platform MusicBrainz tagger, PuddleTag, an audio tag editor, and Exile, a media player with a similar design to KDE's Amaro but for GTK+.
Mutagen example 1.
Sure. Start by importing Mutagen. The file functions takes any audio file, guesses its type, and returns a file type instance or none.
FLAC example. I would like to know how to load a FLAC file and say title.
Sure. The following code loads a FLAC file, sets its title, prints all tag data, then saves the file.
Please show us an example of how to get the length of an MP3 file.
The following example gets the length and bitrate of an MP3 file. Load audio. Print out its length. Get the length using audio.info.length. Get it bitrate and print out.
How do I delete an ID3 tag from an MP3 file?
The following deletes an ID3 tag from an MP3 file.
How to parse a Vorbis file as FLAC?
Here we parse a Vorbis file as FLAC, which leads to a Mutagen error being raised.
How is support for Unicode in Mutagen?
Mutagen has full Unicode support for all formats. When you assign text strings, it is strongly recommended you use Python Unicode objects rather than str objects. If you use str objects, Mutagen will assume they are in UTF-8. This does not apply to file names.
Can I get multiple values from a single key in Mutagen?
Most tag formats support multiple values for each key, so when you access them, for example audio, title, you will get a list of strings rather than a single one, u an example, rather than u an example. Similarly, you can assign a list of strings rather than a single one.
Please conclude on Mutagen.
Mutagen is an audio metadata module created to support various audio file formats and tag versions. Mutagen's API is simple and easy to integrate, which gives it an edge over other tagging libraries. With advanced features such as Unicode, freeform keys, multiple values, and automated testing, Mutagen ensures that it provides a quality audio metadata service. Mutagen can also load almost all MP3 files, and several projects use this module, making it a valuable contribution to the tech community. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.